Day 10 of starting a sourdough starter and hiding it from my partner. Except we're speeding through the feed and then doing some drilling to kill the time while we wait for it to rise because it's bread time. Okay, so it's probably a little bit early for bread time, but I'm impatient and I just want to practice, so we're giving it a go. In fact, I'm so impatient that I found a same-day first sourdough from some dude called Brian on YouTube, and that's what I'm doing. I figured Dr. Mundo is probably not strong enough to warrant the cold proofing process anyway. He's not going to be very sour. I don't think, maybe, I don't know. So I started out with some warm water, threw in a little bit of Dr. Mundo, whisked it up, then added some bread flour. Then I left him to rest for 30 minutes, and in between, I was supposed to do stretch and folds, but he was so sticky that I decided to take him and do some slap fold things that I saw on TikTok because I knew there was something wrong. He's just not, look at him. Ugh. Do not recommend wearing long sleeves for this, by the way. I was getting very uncomfy. I was honestly getting in a little bit of a stay. It was getting more sticky. It was not forming, but I did so many slap folds, stretches, added flour. Thanks to the many sourdough TikToks I've seen, I knew the texture it needed to be. It just took a lot of playing about and experimenting to get there. Oh, did I mention I'm going to experiment by cooking this in the Ninja as well? We'll see how that turns out. As you can see, I didn't do a very good job at forming it, but I put it in my floured Tito and let it to do the final proof anyway, and it did rise. I don't have a fancy sourdough silicone thing, so I wet some baking paper and put it on that because I didn't want there to be creases in the possible bread. I don't know. I tried to do those fancy scouring, but I couldn't do it, so I got some scissors. I'm not going to lie to you and pretend that this was a smooth process. Your first attempt is probably going to be an absolute mess and stressful and emotional, but you know, sometimes it can turn out okay. It's not perfect, but look, it's a bread and I can cut it, and I did try it. It's got these weird bubbles on the top. Let me know why that happened, sourdough people, but not a bad first try, I don't think. Well done, Dr. Mundo. Until next time, I think I need a Dutch oven.